Yo, what is going on, everybody? IG here, back with another video. Hopefully everyone's having a good day today. So today's video is going to be a little bit different, right? We're going to be doing a quick my initial reaction slash movie review of the newest Dragon Ball movie that dropped, Superhero. I just came back from watching it and I actually really enjoyed myself. The movie was pretty fire. 10 out of 10. And I actually just off the rip right now, I feel like I enjoyed it more than the Broly movie. Of course, don't get me wrong, the Broly movie, you know, they were throwing hands in that, so it was fire. But being an old school DB fan, being a Gohan fan, growing up with Gohan through the Saiyan saga, the Frieza saga, just, you know, the Cell saga, of course. As a kid, Gohan always kind of had a special place to me in my heart. So it was nice to kind of see a movie that was able to demonstrate Gohan again and kind of bring him back to glory, let him get a little bit of shine. Not only Gohan, but Piccolo, right? Piccolo played such a vital role in the Z Warriors and Z Fighters back in the day. He was, you know, it's always kind of Goku, Piccolo, and of course Vegeta as like the top three. You know, of course Gohan as well, but you know, Piccolo did play a big part in a lot of the arcs, storylines back in the day, but as things kind of got like into the Buu saga and whatnot, and of course as we transitioned to Dragon Ball Super, felt like he just kind of just fell kind of more towards the wayside. So he's always been an underrated character, so it was kind of nice to see Piccolo kind of come back, and they were able to kind of have a movie based around kind of Piccolo and Gohan. Two of the like I said, two of the characters that's kind of been just kicked to the side as of late. So that was definitely enjoyable to see throughout the entire movie. As far as like the CGI, I was actually impressed. That was actually one of my concerns. You know, watching the first trailer or two. You know, I was like, oh man, like the CGI is not gonna work out. I was having terrible flashbacks based off of the Berserk. I'm not sure if anyone, you know, has watched Berserk, but they kind of had like that CGI model with the anime. I was like, oh god, it just looked terrible. So I feared that was going to be the same results for Dragon Ball, but in the end, it was actually, I could not notice at all. I feel like going forward, if they did more, you know, super movies such as this, and they wanted to go with the whole CGI style, I would not have an issue with it going forward. I think they did it very well. You know, you can notice some things on certain scenes, but overall it was very nice visuals to see. So 10 out of 10 on that. The pacing was pretty solid. Of course, it never felt like, you know, they were dragging stuff out. You know, obviously certain things took a little bit longer, so they had to flesh out some background, especially when they introduced the newer characters, Dr. Hedo, you know, the Red Ribbon Army, Carmen, and I can't remember the other guy name off the top of my head, but you know, it didn't take too long. You know, they just kind of, you know, go through their background a little bit and kind of set up what their objective was throughout the movie. So I feel like the pacing was pretty solid. I like the introduction of a couple characters like Dr. Hedo. He was definitely obviously different from Dr. Gero, right? But he was a decent character. And then he brought in Gamma 1 and 2, which I feel like they also kind of stole the show along with Piccolo. I enjoyed their back and forth throughout the movie, how Gamma 2 was pretty much annoying Gamma 1, right? And they were kind of just playing off of each other. Even their fighting styles was pretty good. It was pretty good to kind of get some new characters, right? Some new blood in there. So I enjoyed them. I enjoyed the new characters. I enjoyed how they set everyone up. That was really good. And again, Piccolo. Let's go with Piccolo, right? He stole the show. It's funny that he still kind of took on that stepfather role, but this time not with Gohan. He's kind of doing it with Pan, you know, training Pan, obviously picking her up from school because Gohan's always busy, Vidal's busy doing things, so you know, Piccolo is able to kind of step in and just kind of be that figure for her, that protector, teaching her how to fly, teaching her how to train, just kind of doing what he did with Gohan. But obviously Pan is at this point more advanced than Gohan and Goku at that time, you know, being a 3-year-old and being at that skill level. So I'm curious to see going forward what they do with Super. I'm assuming they're going to bring him back at some point in the anime, so I'm curious to see where they're going to pick back up on that. But I enjoyed the Pan and Piccolo moments throughout the entire movie. Kind of getting into, we saw briefly a little bit of Goku and Vegeta throughout the movie. We saw some Brawly, so like looks like Brawly's trying to tap into being kind of part of the group now, it seems. Trying to kind of suppress his anger and rage whenever he's fighting, pretty much like an animal. So it's nice to see kind of Goku and Vegeta's kind of taking Brawly in as well to kind of help him tap into that. It was also kind of crazy to see like Vegeta, right? Vegeta and Goku, like the roles were reversed. Vegeta kind of seemed more like the calm type. He's trying to focus on not being so aggressive and kind of being more calm whenever he's fighting. Kind of, based off of whatever, he went through with the whole Jiren situation. So I like that. I like that type of character development with Vegeta. Because, the typical Vegeta style, how he is just aggressive, arrogant, and whatnot. That can get kind of dull at times, and we always know what happens to Vegeta. Like, he always starts out good, and then in the end, Vegeta gets Vegeta, right? But that was nice to see the little sparring match and kind of to see the results at the end of the credits, who ended up winning between Goku and Vegeta. I'm down with that. It's nice to kind of switch it up every once in a while. Beerus was pretty funny, of course. Bulma was nice. It's just good. Like, overall, seeing a lot of the older characters. Yajirobe, it was good to see him. Krillin, Goten, and Trunks. Finally, we got past the kid version of Trunks and Goten. But it's kind of funny. Like, even when Piccolo, he was kind of surprised to see Goten and Trunks. So it's kind of curious to see how quickly they hit that growth spurt. But unfortunately, we weren't able to see Gotenks in that form. We got Fat Tanks, which was funny, right? The classic, like, Goten and Trunks, let's botch the fusion dance between those two. So it's kind of nice to see them again, but it would have been also cooler to see an older version or older variation of Gotenks, right? Being that teenage level between Goten and Trunks. Of course, Gohan having this moment. He hasn't really, he doesn't really fight as much. It just goes to show how much they depend on Goku and Vegeta. But of course, whenever Goku and Vegeta's not around, Gohan has to be that guy, right? And it was kind of good to see, Piccolo kind of strategically trying to, like, all right, I know it kind of get Gohan to tick. I know it would make Gohan kind of like tap into those situations, those do or die situations. So that was kind of nice to see with the whole Pan stuff and kidnapping Pan and, acting like he was going to hurt Pan just to see Gohan get all riled up. So that was good to see. It's good. And as far as kind of seeing the forms, I won't go into great details just because for the people that have yet to watch the movie. But it was nice to see the form towards the end with Gohan. Piccolo, like, it's kind of like him getting that wish. That was cool and all, but I definitely wish we could have seen something else outside of that. But, I mean, they only can do so much throughout the movie. But even the villain towards the end, so, like, I felt like it was kind of lackluster. I felt like it was kind of whatever. He wasn't really, like, for him to be the final villain, it just kind of is what it is. Like, all right, so being attached with Gohan, like, all right, we get it, but it just pretty much just seemed like, all right, well, we're gonna just work on this person, and then he's gonna destroy the world again, right? So I wasn't too excited to kind of see Cell again. That was kind of a whatever thing. It's kind of more the end results as far as what it led to with Gohan in doing that particular move, right? It's kind of funny that he kind of mentioned towards the end that he always watched from afar and studied behind closed doors. So it was nice to see Gohan do that. But overall, I thought it was a great movie. I enjoyed myself. I cannot wait to see what happens next, especially because I never really kept up with Super as much. Like, I watched some stuff here and there, like the Goku Black, obviously the Tournament of Power, but I didn't really watch Super the way that I used to watch Dragon Ball. But after this movie, I'm definitely kind of more intrigued. I know the manga that's going on right now, it's been popping as of late, and there's things that's happening in the manga, so It's only a matter of time, I would think, for the anime to kind of pop off again as far as when they're going to kick back up. But until then, yeah, I think overall the movie was great. If I really did have to do like a unbiased opinion as far as rating the movie 1 through 10, I would give it a solid 8 out of 10. But I definitely want to watch it again. Maybe I'll have some different opinions on that. But just off the rip, initial gut feeling, I would definitely say a solid 8 out of 10. I would definitely recommend the movie. But for all the people that have watched the movie, what did you guys think? Leave your opinions and thoughts down below in the comment section. I would love to check it out. And stay tuned because I'll have some more videos coming your guys' way here shortly. So if you enjoyed it, give it a like, subscribe to the channel. Catch you guys on the next one. All right, peace.